ज्ञान उदधियरु ज्ञान घन सतगुरु शंकर रो। नमो नमो बहुवारहि सकल सुपूजन भो। धन्य धन्य सतगुरु सुखद महिमा कही न जाय। जो कछु कहूँ तुम्हारी कृपा मोते कछु न बसाय। नादानुसंधान नमोस्तुभ्यं त्वां मन महे तत्पदं लयानां। भवत प्रसादात् पवनेन साकं विलयत विष्णुः पदे मनो मे। जड़ चेतन जग जीव जत सकल राममय जान। वंदो सबके पद कमल सदा जोर जुगपान। बोले श्री सद्गुरु महाराज की जय। First of all, I tender my pious compliments to my Guru. In the inspiration of Guru, I am ready to speak in English for the English tongue people. This is the world. It has been made by someone. It has been created for some force. It is not at ease. It has been created by the unseen force, ultimate reality. That ultimate reality is God, unseen force. We don't see, but we believe in Him. Not only in India, but in other countries also, some people give their views, ideas. There is no God. Some people not believe the existence of God. For example, Charbagh, he is Indian, but he is atheist. Doesn't believe in the existence of God. He says there is body only. Apart from body, there is nothing else. He doesn't believe in the existence of God because he does not see. He does not see, so he does not believe. But in the world outside, there are so many things. We see something and we do not see something. In Satyug, the people who were there are not this time. They went away. Where did he go? We can't say. But he went there. Because those persons, those saints, left their body but in the body is something else. The body is not circulated by itself. Some force circulates it. When the unseen force goes out of the body has no activities. It does not do anything. That force is soul. When it is in body, it is called Jivatma, Jeev. When it comes out of it, it is soul. So we find in that age we were living and did some works. The Satyug went away, and at the same time, people are not more here. They also went away. Then came Treta. In the age of Treta, we know Ram. We know Ram as Bhagavan, as Brahma. For example, Tulsidas says, Ram Brahm Paramartha Avigat Akat Anadi Anupa. He believes in the existence of God and says Ram is the incarnation. He came in the form of man, did pious works for the safety of the earth. He saved good people from bad people, goodness and badness. Goodness is a virtue and badness is such thing which disturbs the mind of man, tortures, gives pain and anxiety. So here there are two things, good and bad. We find the people doing good things, at the same time some people are such who are doing bad things, bad works. Good things are respected, bad things are dishonored. We find in the world, and at the same time we see the people also, those who are pious, doing good works, respect them. And those persons who are impious, doing bad works, we do not respect them. We have got no honor for them. In Treta, there are those people who were impious, engaged in bad works, well called Ravan. Ravan, the statue of evils, he was murdered by the incarnation of God as Ram. In the same way, in Dwapar, there are two sections of people, some good, some bad. Badness never succeeds, but goodness succeeds. Good people are respected in society, bad people are dishonored. In Dwapar Yuga, Lord Krishna, he gave the message to the world. Even in the field of war, he praised Arjuna. When Arjuna was not ready to fight against, Lord Krishna encouraged him and said, you can't kill anything. Here the soul is not killed. Outside, there are so many things who are changing, but inside man's body, there is soul. The soul, if does not work, the body cannot move. So long as The soul is in the body works. If the soul departs from the soul, body, the body is invalid, it is dead. And when man's body, we call dead man, is thrown into the current of the river. Some people are cremated, some are burnt. This is the case of the body, human body. But the force which is working in the body has left it, and because of this is the condition of man. So what is that force? That force which is not seen is the glimpse of soul. So though soul is permanent, the soul is not the part, but it is as itself. In Kali Yuga, we are seeing everywhere. Some people believe in it, some people don't believe it. Belief and disbelief, there are two things. Belief and disbelief. Belief is honored, disbelief is dishonored. Some people are such who pray to God because they believe in it. Some are such people who don't believe because they do not have honor it and not respect Him. Actually, or permanently, really, factually, God is everywhere, permanent. He has got no beginning and end. We can't have Him in the middle. Rather, just as the air blows, and this is the blowing of the air, we are living, we are alive. When the air, if it stops its blowing, we go invalid, we go dead. This is the condition. So long as the soul is there, man is alive. So in body, there is the existence of soul. In the same way, in the world, there is the existence of God. We don't see, but we believe in it. If we think, if a soul departs from this body, what is there in the body? Outwardly we see this is the body. And the body has got not four, but five sense organs and motor organs. So together they are 10. In spite of these 10 organs, there are 4 organs inside: mind, intellect, consciousness, and egoism. We not see. If we try to see, we have to go in contact with a man who is skilled, skilled in it. Those who have practiced enough, those who are practicing can say something. So, majority of the people believe in God. Not in India, but in foreign countries also, they have got their own religion. The religion starts from the belief of unseen force. And that religion, which has no belief in unseen force, that religion does not exceed, does not live long, that is dead, and it dies. In Christian religion, we know the name God. God is unseen. In unseen force, we have got belief. Islamic religion, the Bible, the Quran Sharif, the existence of Khuda, who is everywhere. He gives hell and heaven. The Jivatma, the soul, when goes out of the body, he is placed according to the actions. If the actions are good, pious, they are thrown in heaven. And if the works are not fine, good, pious, they are thrown into hell. So there are two things. After this, those souls should not come, but according to the actions, they have got pleasure, they have got peace, and apart from this, they have got misery, sorrow, adversity. So this is the regulation of the world. God regulates the whole world. This world is not as it is, but it has been made, it has been created. But it is not permanent, it is temporary. After some days, after some years, more than years, this world disappears. And when this world disappears, then nothing is there. Again, this is the mercy of God and sin force. This world is created. And when this is the creation, these animals, beasts, sects, apart from it, men, all those are made and thrown here. But apart from these animals, man is this supermost existence. Man is in quest of the permanent bliss, permanent pleasure. But apart from the path of man, no creature is in quest of the permanent pleasure, because those animals don't know. They know only this is the world, you have to eat, you have to drink water, you have to maintain, you have to get pleasure, worldly pleasure. But man is so conscious, he is in quest of permanent bliss, pleasure. And those saints who are in quest of permanent peace, they say, if you pray to God, if you praise God, if you are devoted to God, if you are engaged in the meditation of God, you will have it that you want to achieve. So in the world, we find substantially, man gets permanent pleasure. But outside and inside, outside that pleasure is not achieved. Inside, that is achieved. So what is the inside? What is the outside? Outside, wealth, son, daughter, wife, husband, the relations are there. And this is the attachment. If there is a relation among these, it's called attachment. But the saints who have achieved that place, they say, attachment in the bondage. If you discourage this conception, if you get it out from your mind, so you are detached. Detachment from which? Detachment from all. Detachment from all the relations, all the world, and at the same time, detachment from the body even. If a man thinks that he detached from the body, he thinks something more. Those people who are not conscious in this way, if they are not try to know this, if they are not are in quest of this bliss, they do not know. But those people who are conscious To have the permanent pleasure, they have to go inside. We eat. What do we eat? Rice, pulse, vegetables, sweetmeats, and also we eat meat and flesh. But our forefather, for example, Manu, in the Smriti Manu says, those people who order to kill an animal, those people who encourage to hate, those people who bring the flesh and meat of the animals, those people who mix it for eating, those people who are encouraged, all these are on the same path. They do impious works, sinful acts. And those people who don't try to encourage anyone to have it, their heart is pure, their heart is pious, they are devoted to God, they want to know God, they believe in God, they believe in soul. That one who does not believe in soul, in God, it means he is against the existence of soul. Charvak was not knowing what is soul apart the body. He was always thinking, he was always calling, he was always saying, soul is nothing else, it is body only. Jain religion. This religion also says that there is nothing else apart from the soul. Buddha, Buddha religion, he says, when a man dies, there is no intelligent soul. So there are the variations of ideas, various ideas, different ideas are expressed in this regard. But our Vedantic conception, our Ved, in Hindu religion, there are 4 books on Vedas: the Rig Veda, Sham Veda, Atharvaveda, Yajurveda. In the recharge of Vedas, they assert the existence of God and advise us to know that God. And at the same time, this world is like a mirage. We are inside the body, we do not know. So these 3 things should be known so that our life will be pleased and our life will be very gay and happy. So in this life there are 2 things, sorrow and pleasure. No one wants sorrow, everyone wants pleasure. But how we can get pleasure, this is the thing, this is a permanent question. Man, rather worldly man, the man living in this age, this is a challenge to modern man. Modern man does not think over it. Very few think over it. In India, there has been some saints, they express their views, they have given vent to ideas. So long as you think for your living here on the world, in the same way you should always think over the unseen force God. A man who does not think, speculate it, that means he goes down. There are 3 things. Satrastam. If you are in the idea of Sat, you go, you rise up. If you are engaged in Raj, you are standing in the middle. And Tam, this is the such status, you go down. So this conception is in the soul, apart from the soul, there is nothing else. This soul, in the shadow of soul, these things works. In the organs of body, they are nothing else. They haven't met here and they will go there. So this is the world in which many kinds of animals, creatures. But this is the man only who can think over it. Apart from the manlyhood, no creature thinks over it. So we people, for example, the people of Sant Mat, those disciples were disciples of Maharshi Prabhuji Maharaj. He teaches us, you should believe in God, you should believe in soul, you should know the world. The world is like a mirage. It is a resting place. Just as a man starts a journey in the evening, he doesn't go ahead, he lives in Dharmasala, the staying house. And when the night goes away, it is dawn, the sun rises, the ray of the sun flashes everywhere. When it starts the journey, so here everyone is on journey. There is the destination of journey. Here in the world, the journey is not long. Every time, every day, this journey begins and starts. But that journey in which we go, where? To our real home, permanent home. From where we have come, this is the ultimate journey. It is sure and certain that no one remains permanent here. So we should know the world also, and this body in which the soul is working. So long as the soul is working, we do our works with hands, we walk with legs, we speak by the mouth, we hear through the ear, we smell through the nose. So long as the soul is there. If the soul is away, nothing remains here. Maharshi Prabhuji Maharaj says, there are 4 bodies. What are those? Sthul, Sukshma, Karan, Mahakaran, Keval. Sthul, that means gross. Suksh, that means subtle. Karan, causal. Mahakaran, supercausal. And then pure consciousness. There are 5 organs. There are 5 coverings under which the soul is working. It is not seen, it is realized only. The man who realizes himself realizes God. This is through the knowledge of soul one can know God. Because God is not seen, He is everywhere. This is realization, this is the matter of realization. So through the realization, by the realization, man should spare some time to think for it. So this is the speculation, this is the constellation. And if you think that after death, what is there? Body has no movement. It is as inactive as anything. But when the soul is in the body, so long as the soul is in the body, body works. So this is everything by means of which this body does. But a man who does not speculate, the man who does not think about it, is unaware. So you should be aware of it. Mahatma Gandhi says, we remember Sitaram, but that Sitaram is not the name of history. It is that permanent existence that circulates the whole body, the whole circulation, the whole cosmos, the whole Moscow. So this is the very pertinent question before the modern man. Here we find man is always in sorrow, agony. Why it is? Because we have kept ourselves very far from the existence of God. We don't think about it. Because a man who doesn't think about it, he gets displeasure. The pleasure is in the thinking of the soul. The pleasure is in the splendour of soul. And at the same time, the man who speculates soul can have power to split God even. There are two things here. So long as we are in body works. If we go out of it, the body becomes inactive. So the power which to be realized is not realized. So many men, saints, who have practiced, they say explanation is the most powerful thing. By the explanation, man can think. So far as I am concerned, for the question of that unseen power, do myself engaged in satsang. Satsang means the meeting of Sat. What is Sat? Sat means truth. What is truth? The truth is unseen force. It is not taking birth, it not dies. It is as it is. Mahatma Gandhi, those great men, but so far as Lord Krishna is concerned, Lord Krishna says that Sat is not taking birth, it does not die. We can think over it only, but we not have that regulation by means of which overlook it. So in the world today, the time has come that everyone should engage ourselves in satsang. By the meeting of the people coming in satsang, can think about it. So far as man thinks about it, can have mental peace, satisfaction, and a man who is away from it is away from the soul, the silence of soul. So this is the most important thing today. Not only Satyug, not only Treta, not only Dwapar, not only Kali Yuga. In all the yugas, this is the most important thing to think for it. So far as man is concerned, how can he do? For some time before, some people left their domestic life, went to forests. They practiced penance to achieve that pleasure.